Yes, howdy there guys, welcome back to Football News Today, and today we're gonna care about all the leagues, right? Right, we're gonna care with all the leagues today. Yeah, so we're gonna care about all the leagues, and we're gonna look ahead to some football, and also including the Premier League. We will look ahead to this as we go along. So yeah, it includes Leicester vs Chelsea, includes the FA Cup tie, includes Championship League 1, League 2, and maybe the big game in the Bundesliga as well. So drop a like on the video, guys, if you enjoy. Subscribe if you are new, and yeah, I think we'll better get this video started. Yeah, so we're going to start with the Premier League. It includes West Ham versus West Brom. So sorry if the thumbnail is a bit boring, but it will be the the logo of the channel, which is Football Today. But the channel is basically called Football News Today. Obviously, we try and give you news, but obviously it's technically Football Today. So yeah, so thumbnail is going to basically look ahead. We're going to look ahead to all the matches are on. But first up is the Premier League, which is 6 o'clock kickoff. It is West Ham versus West Brom, and it is going to be a weird match at the. It's going to be a weird match at the London Stadium. But yes, who knows what's going to happen, because West Ham forwards Mikel Antonio is expected to be fit to start his second game 4 days, despite an injury-interrupted season. Landini Yarmolenko are among those pushing for a recall. Snodgrass makes a swift return to London Stadium with the new club West Brom, while Conor Gallagher is available after ban. Sam Johnson may return after goalkeeper Sam Johnson may return after missing the weekend win at Wolves with coronavirus. Diagana, Connor Townsend, Carlin Granda, and Matt Phillips are all out. Okay. Yes. So yeah, Laura's prediction is kind of right, but 2-0. And this is what Laura's prediction was. He really West Brom got a really good win at Wolves. Saturday, yeah. Yeah, and that was a good win again on Saturday against Wolves, and I didn't really expect that coming from West Brom to come back 2-1 Wolves, and then thought, okay, will West Brom win? But the Baggies got a competent boost and draw at Anfield just after Christmas, then shipped 9 goals after their next 2 league games. This is going to be tough for them, and it is. It's going to be tough for West Brom, but will they score goals? I don't think, because have they got a strong enough squad? I don't know, because obviously they beat Wolves, and you will slip up against West Ham. So I think 2-0 West Ham is quite a fair score line to go with. Right, next one in the Prem, which we are sticking to the Prem. It is Leicester versus Chelsea. Leicester versus Chelsea, which is very interesting. Because Brendan Rodgers is hopeful Jamie Vardy will be fit to start, despite the striker being the substitute against Southampton because of an ongoing problem. Payet remains sidelined while fit again. Soyuncu could start his first game since 3rd of December. And Christensen is back in contention for Chelsea after recovering from a knee injury. N'Golo Kante is ruled out by a hamstring problem. And Brendan Rodgers is winless in 15 games as Chelsea as a manager, which isn't that good. But the head-to-head record isn't too bad between these two sides. But would you go for Leicester to edge it? I don't know, because Leicester will go top. Leicester will go top of the table. But if they beat Chelsea, I mean, be a massive boost. But this another must-win game for Chelsea, because obviously that game against Fulham was good for Chelsea. Obviously against Fulham, but yeah, it was tough for Chelsea. But Chelsea just need to get their squad right and see what fitness issues they have. We will see, but I would go for a 1-1 draw, because obviously if you say must win, that means the team can always get a win, can they, really, to be honest? But yeah, I expect a draw there, but who knows what will happen. Southampton versus Shrewsbury is the FA Cup game, which got postponed when the FA Cup third round was on. Then Shrewsbury's next match against Lincoln, who got postponed, but then Southampton decided to postpone their game against Leeds so they could play Shrewsbury tonight. So it'll be interesting because Ryan Hasenhüttl will use a mix of experience and youth for the tie with Shrewsbury tonight. The Saints will be without key players for the game, including Danny Ings and Vestergaard. It will be a mixed group tomorrow. He said some young guys will have to step in. The FA Cup tie was originally called off on the 9th, obviously, like I said, when the FA Cup third round was on, after an outbreak at Shrewsbury Town. A fourth round home tie against Arsenal this Saturday awaits the winner. So whoever wins this game will face Arsenal on Saturday in the early kickoff, 12:15, which we will give you, obviously, the show when we so Southampton suffered defeat to Leicester in the Premier League on Saturday, with Hasenhüttl's squad feeling the strain of the fixture schedule and ongoing restrictions. We have some problems at the moment with muscle injuries, and there are some reasons I think that are responsible. Said Hasenhüttl, we are in a fantastic building here, but we cannot use anything due to COVID-19. We cannot use our cryo chamber, the sauna, the pool, nothing. And we have still the same games with the same intensity. Shrewsbury will play for the first time in 3 weeks when they step out. St Mary's have not played since 29th of December. Stephen Cottrell will be missing from the Shrewsbury dugout as he recovers in hospital after the Shrewsbury, so he's still recovering, so he has to go to hospital and stay in intensive care. So this is the coach, Aaron Wilbraham, will take charge of the match and said it's a good opportunity to cause a cup upset. Who knows, because Southampton Shrewsbury having problems, maybe there's a kind of problems there with their squad, but I would like Shrewsbury Town to win and cause an upset. But I think Southampton will go out there and still not forgive up, because obviously, despite the loss to Leicester, I think they won't forgive up in winning this one. But I still think they will win. Right, on to the Championship then. We have got Derby versus Bournemouth. Obviously, I have to type this one bloody up. Derby versus Bournemouth. Obviously, Wayne Rooney's Derby. It went quite decent over the weekend, I think, didn't it? So Wayne Rooney's obviously Derby, as you know, is in permanent charge, obviously, and I think it did go well because, well, it didn't go that well, but yeah, after Saturday's disappointing loss at home to Rotherham, Wayne Rooney's Derby will be hoping for a better result tonight after being appointed as Derby's new permanent manager on Friday. Rooney's managerial career didn't get off to the greatest of starts. But Bournemouth also entered Tuesday's game off the back of a defeat after falling short at home to Luton Town. Whilst the Rams will be trying to edge their way out of the relegation, Bournemouth will be looking to get back on track with their hopeful target promotion. For Derby, goalkeeper Dave Marshall and defender Curtis Davis both remain silent as they are still recovering from injuries. Louis Sibley and Max Bird started Saturday's game on the bench, and after they were both substitutes on in the second half, the pair could be pushing for starts tonight. Keller Roos will start in goal because of Marshall's injury. The back line is likely to remain the same, and Colin Kazim Richards is highly likely to start up front. For Bournemouth, midfielder Jefferson Lerma has had his red card from Saturday's game. Resigned after a successful appeal. He is therefore now available for tonight's clash. Stanislas is out injured, and Chris Medvin is doubtful. Lloyd Kelly could return for Adam Smith, dropping to the bench. So yeah, pretty decent for Derby, but it's getting tough for them because you think they look like they're playing well, but But Derby are Derby aside wanted to go to League One? No, I wouldn't want Derby to go down. No. So it's going to be a tough one. Hopefully Derby will win there, but we will see what happens. Still in the Championship then, we will go on to... Actually, no, hang on. What else? Actually, we'll move on to the League One, actually. Yeah, let's move on to League One, where we have got Hull City versus Accrington, actually, first, have we? Yeah, Hull City versus Accrington Stanley. May as well move on to League One. So Hull City versus Accrington Stanley. Interesting one for these two. Yeah, so a bit of Yorkshire derby. Well, kind of. Not too far between these two, I don't think. But it's going to be certainly a decent clash for Hull City here. So Hull City team news, Reece Burke will miss the game following his red card on Saturday, while the squad have been boosted by the news that Keane Lewis Potter has agreed new contracts with the club, so he could be in line to start his first game since November. Burke's place in the back four is likely to be handed to Alfie Jones, with the versatile 23-year-old unfortunate to find himself on the bench against Blackpool after two excellent displays. Callum Jones has been back in training following his injury layoff. Accrington Stanley team news, where we got that they hope to have Matt Butcher available despite coming off on Saturday with a broken nose. Though elsewhere there have been no fresh injury worries, it was a bad injury. Hazard. It was a bad injury. It's probably just stopped bleeding now, but we are hoping we'll be available tomorrow. Commented of Butcher's injury. It says here a 1-0 win Hull, and I think it'll be a close game between these two. So I think it's a 1-0 win Hull. Alright, next one. Are we still staying with League One? Yep, we'll stay with League One as we skip to Milton MK Dons versus Fleetwood Town. Actually, we'll do Peterborough. Peterborough versus Charlton Athletic first, and then we'll skip to Peterborough versus Charlton Athletic. You might know that Peterborough are on some good form lately, but they might just slip here because Athletic, you know what they happened last season. It's just they were good, but then they got so bad. So interesting League One games on there, and so Darren Ferguson's Peterborough will be looking to extend their unbeaten run to 7 games when fellow promotion contenders should come to town on Tuesday night. Push. So yeah, team news with us. Nathan Thompson, who is available for Peterborough after serving his 1-match ban at the weekend. Ronnie Edwards set to be included once again after completing his period of self-isolation. Ricky J. Jones will be pushing for start after coming off the bench at the weekend after returning from injury. Charlton will be boosted by the return of midfielder Darren Pratley and defender Jason Priest after the pair served the final games of the suspension on Saturday. The prediction's a bit odd, but yeah, the prediction may be a bit close from this one, but hopefully Peterborough do get that win. I hope so. Next one we will skip to League 2 because we'll do 2 games per league. And we'll go to... No. Alright, yeah, so League 2 will just take you through the fixtures that there is. So the other games there were Hull City, Blackpool vs Northampton Town, Crewe versus Bristol Rovers, Doncaster Rovers vs Rochdale, Lincoln vs Gillingham, Milton Keynes, MK Dons vs Fleetwood, Portsmouth vs AFC Wimbledon, Sunderland vs Plymouth Argyle. Also Derby, obviously Reading vs Coventry, Blackburn vs Swansea, Rotherham vs Stoke, and Watford vs Barnsley. League 2 is Harrogate Town vs Exeter City, Cheltenham Town vs Newport County, Morecambe vs Walsall, Southampton United vs Southend United vs Cambridge, and Tranmere Rovers vs Forest Green. For the National League, just the one match of good, two matches: Dagenham Redbridge vs Stockport City, and Eastleigh vs Kensington Town, and also Yeovil Town vs Notts County. So the FA Trophy, pretty interesting there. And also, we've got the big game to preview for you guys right now, which we will have a look at, is the Bundesliga. The Bundesliga, actually. So it is Bayern Leverkusen versus Borussia Dortmund. And I think Bayern Leverkusen will actually beat them because Borussia Dortmund are in very bad form. Yeah, so Borussia Dortmund, like I said, are in quite some bad form according to the Bundesliga table, so they're going to be very good. But yeah, Bayern Leverkusen at home may be a bit of an advantage, but who knows what will happen. After going unbeaten across their first 12 games of the season, Leverkusen taken just 1 point from their last 4 Bundesliga outings, starting with a dramatic 2-1 defeat to their title rivals Bayern Munich, while they most recently fell 1-0 away at Union Berlin. But yeah, Boz has a lengthy list of absentees with Palacios, Paulinho, Santiago Arias and Awiza all sidelined. Sven Bender, Bellarabi, Lucas Alario, Florian Wirtz, and Charles Araguez are also doubtful, but Fontemeze should be good to go following his move from Manchester United. For then, Dortmund have a number of players missing themselves with Thorgan Hazard, Witsel, Zagadou, and Marcel Chamez injured, and Emre Can suspended. Reina is a doubt after sitting out the draw with Meng through illness. So yeah, you could tell these are yeah. So you could tell that these teams are actually in bad form, but hopefully there'll be a masterclass, and hopefully we do see some plenty goals. See you guys next time. And remember, drop a like if you do enjoy. Subscribe if you subscribe if you just like football. And yeah, let's get the. I'll see you guys next time.